Hi Greg, it's Tony Law here. You're going to probably think this is a bit weird, me filming this. I do a lot of kind of training videos for different people now in the property world, and I use a system called Trello, which is what you're looking at the moment. It's a really excellent little app that's free, and what I'd like to do, if you've got no objection, is to start to use it with me pushing leads in your direction. Because I've got a funny feeling I'm going to start to put more and more leads over your way. And obviously I'm very keen to keep on top of where I am with each lead, and obviously keep on top of any commissions that are coming my way, and equally hopefully it will help you keep on top of which commissions are due to me, if that's okay. The first thing to say is I will send you an email over with a link that will then give you access to the board here, and so if I make any changes to this board, the next time you log on to it at your end, you'll see those changes. Equally, if you make any changes, they're updated in real time at my end, so I can see exactly what's happening. So, yeah, a quick overview. Trello, as I say, brilliant piece of software. You can grab it and you can move it from left to right here. You can see that there are a number of headings at the top. We'll come on to those in a moment. And what I'll do from now on is whenever I get a lead, I will send you a text saying there's a new lead. And I won't give you details of it in the text or in the email. What you'll then need to do is you'll go to Trello, and you will see in this column here that there is 1, 2, or in this case 3 new leads for you. In actual fact, only one of these leads is new. The other 2 I've already sent you. So this is the total 3 leads that I've sent you to date. So this will be where the new ones are. So what you would do is you would move your mouse over to here, and let's look at this Vincent Lewis guy. I've already sent you this one. So you click on them, and then you've got a bit of information. The first thing you can see is that you've got a PDF here, and that actually contains all of the information about this particular seller. So if I just click on that, it brings up the data sheet from a CRM program that I use called Zoho, which gives you all of the information, description, address, any little details, things like what have we got here? This thing here. That stands for what's the lowest you'd accept and still be happy. In case you're wondering what the bloody hell that is, I can usually get that information out of them, and so obviously that's immensely helpful for you, I would suggest. And I would also suggest you're rarely going to get any lower than that, so you really know where the bottom figure lies. Also, I usually get the mortgage amount out of them, which obviously is going to massively help you as well. And the description speaks for itself. Sometimes, have I got any comments here? Yeah, I have. Sometimes you'll see any comments that follow on from any conversations that I've had, and again, usually you'll find some details there. So hopefully that's going to give you everything that you need to make contact with that seller. And you'll also notice that here there's an activity section where I am going to put in comments, and equally you can put in comments. So for example, in this particular case, I'm going to click in here, I'm going to type in go get Greg, exclamation mark, click on comment, and you can see it drops down onto the activity bar. Then you would see this, and you might click in here and you might say I'm on it, for example. I'm not suggesting our conversation would be this shallow. I'm just sort of showing you how the activity sort of a data line thing works, basically. So if you click away from it, that gets rid of it. So so you can see here, for example, there's now 3 comments highlighted by the number 3 here. And so I want you to imagine that you've gone to this thing and you've seen these 3 new leads. Obviously, normally there'd just be 1 there. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to phone Vincent Lewis after you've read the information. You're going to phone them, and you're going to probably arrange an appointment for one of your guys to go on over and see them, I'm imagining. So once you've made that contact and they've gone over to see them, you would click on this and you'd slide it across and you'd drop it into contact made. So again, when I go back to this screen, I'll see that change has happened, and I'll see that you've actually made contact and so on. But equally, you might click on there and you might give me a bit of information. You click in the activity box and you might say, going to see them on Tuesday, for example. Click on comment and that updates that. Again, click away from it and it just disappears. So then when I go to this, I'll click on that and I'll obviously see that you're going to see them on Tuesday. And that's a great way to keep me up to date with any progress. Now, let's imagine that you've gone to see them and they've agreed that you can sell it. Obviously, you're then going to start marketing it. So naturally, you click and hold and you slide it over to actively marketing. Now, a period of time goes by and hopefully you manage to sell it. So naturally, you slide it over to commission due. When you slide it over to commission due, oh, actually, sorry, forgive me. One thing I forgot to mention. Let's take it back to actively marketing for a moment. When you start actively marketing, what I'd like to do is I'd like to see the URL for the Rightmove page. So let's imagine, let me just click on my house here, for example. I wish you would, here's the advert, so you would obviously click up here and you would copy that and then you go into this one and you see here it says edit the card description. You click on that and then you would just paste in the URL and click on save. So again, you can see here there's a little pencil mark which tells me that you've actually added something to the description part of the of that card. Time goes by, hopefully you sell it, you slide it over to commission due. Now as soon as you do that, what I'd like you to do is to click on there, you go back to the edit card description bit and you would tab down a couple of pages and you put something like obviously, or I'm assuming we're both in agreement, I'm going to get 20% of any commission that you're actually going to do now. I'm happy with that, hopefully you are too. So for example, let's imagine we put in here, let's imagine you've got $3 grand for this one. So $3 grand commission. Oh no, let's just say $3 grand, and then obviously I'm going to get 20% of that. So then below that you'd simply put what I'm going to get. It's pretty straightforward stuff, so I can see exactly what you're getting and exactly what I'm getting out of that deal, if that's okay. Again, you click on save and obviously that then updates it. After a period of time we'll get together, probably down the pub, have a couple of beers. Brown paper bag, will it be exchanged? Obviously not. Obviously not. Naturally, I'll invoice you, which is probably the easiest way. But I'll do whatever you want to do at the end of the day, obviously. But at that point, then you will then slide it over to sold commission pay, which is where it will effectively stay forever until we have a clear out. Let's just slide this one back over here, and let's imagine another scenario. So we're back in the contact made box. You have a chat to them, and they say, "Nope, I'm not going to sell anymore, you can forget it." And in that case you would simply slide that all the way over to the not interested stroke lost column. If I just slide that over there a little bit. Again, equally, let's imagine that you're in the actively marketing column here and another estate agent manages to sell it from underneath you, for example. Obviously the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a comment to that extent in the activity box, and then after that you're then going to slide it over into the not interested lost column. It's pretty straightforward stuff, I think, really. So what we'll probably end up with is a situation maybe something like this, where we'll have maybe one that's pending, yet to be paid, and two that have obviously been paid. And obviously as time goes on, the sold commission paid one will grow, but there usually will be one or two or three or four or five properties that are kind of slowly transiting their way down through these various different columns. That's about it, really. I think that is pretty straightforward stuff. I'm going to send you a link now to this Trello page. So when you get it, it's very straightforward. Just click on it and you'll have to probably sign in, I seem to recall, and then you'll immediately get access to this page. And you can obviously initially update the two that I've already sent you, and then you can make first contact with the third one, who I believe, is it this one here? Hang on a second. Yeah, this guy here, Graham Ford. Out of curiosity, he's away on holiday from the 6th of November. He's going to Jamaica, but he's absolutely adamant that you mustn't tell his wife that. They get on very well, but they're obviously getting divorced. With this particular one, out of curiosity, you need to sign him up, I would suggest, very, very quickly. Because he's away for 2 weeks, so by the time he gets back, it's going to be effectively moving towards December, and then obviously nothing's going to happen then, as you know far, far better than I do. So I would suggest you really want to make contact with them immediately. That's it. I will leave that with you. When you've watched this, if you've got any queries or any questions, obviously phone me with pleasure, or email me, or just, if you want, just send me a text if you want, just to let me know that you're happy with it. But hopefully the next time I look at this Trello page, I'll see that you've made some updates and hopefully slid some of these contacts down the page. That's it, Greg. Thanks ever so much, mate. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thank you.